Welcome to Villainous Villain Breakdowns. This time we're talking about Dr. Facilier. Dr. Facilier's objective is to control the talisman and successfully rule New Orleans. Let's start with that talisman. The talisman is an item that costs 3 power to play. The trouble is that when a hero is played to your realm with a strength of 3 or less, that hero steals the talisman, and the talisman will only be returned when that hero is defeated. Speaking of defeating heroes, you have a few allies to work with. Lawrence can be moved to a hero's location whenever a new hero is played into the realm. Shadow Man can be moved along with Dr. Facilier if Dr. Facilier started at Shadow Man's location. Voodoo dolls can move a hero the same direction and distance as them when they are moved. You can use frog form to weaken a hero by 2 strength. You can also use shadow spirits or mass spirits as allies, but be warned, if these guys end up in your fortune pile, they could cause you some trouble. The fortune pile is unique to Dr. Facilier. Some cards will be played into the fortune pile face up beside your discard pile, either by you or your opponents. You'll need to pull from the fortune pile in order to win the game, so you'll need to deal with it at some point. When you're ready to pull from your fortune pile, you'll have to play The Cards Will Tell while Dr. Facilier is at the Voodoo Emporium. You'll shuffle the fortune pile face down and have an opponent draw 3 cards from it at random. You'll then perform those 3 fortune abilities in the order of your choice. These can be bad or good. For example, if shadow spirits are revealed, Dr. Facilier will lose 2 power. Even worse, if mass spirits are revealed, no other cards revealed are resolved and instead return to the fortune pile. This could block you from a win. Just remember that the ability listed at the bottom of the card labeled Fortune is what happens when the card is revealed from the fortune pile, not when the card is originally played. Now that we've talked about the fortune pile and how it works, let's talk about the second part of Dr. Facilier's objective, successfully ruling New Orleans. Rule New Orleans is an effect card in your villain deck. It costs 3 power to play, and when played, it will go directly into the fortune pile. If it's revealed from the fortune pile and you control the talisman, and you didn't reveal a mass spirit along with it, you win. If you don't control the talisman, the card will go right back into the fortune pile for you to try again. Obviously, you'll need to carefully manage your fortune pile by adding in cards that will help you and removing cards that will hurt you. You can use Friends on the Other Side to gain 2 power both when playing the card initially and when revealing it from your fortune pile. You can use Illusion Powder to remove unwanted cards from the fortune pile when a hero is defeated at this location. And you can use the Desperation condition to remove cards from the fortune pile and add them to your hand. If you're struggling to get the cards you need, you can use Sleight of Hand to quickly comb through your deck. If you've discarded an ally or effect that will be helpful later on, you can use the Terror condition to get it back. You can also use the Cane to perform an action in an adjacent location when Dr. Facilier is at that location. Some things to look out for from your Fate deck. Almost There. Almost There allows an opponent to view the top 3 cards of your villain deck and choose one to put into the fortune pile. This can get you stuck with a mass spirit. Lewis. Whenever Dr. Facilier moves to Lewis's location, you must reveal your hand to an opponent of your choice, and that opponent may play a card from your hand into your fortune pile. This also can get you stuck with a mass spirit. Mama ODIE. As long as Mama ODIE is in Dr. Facilier's realm, when Dr. Facilier performs The Cards Will Tell, only 2 cards are revealed instead of 3, lowering your chances of finding the Rule New Orleans card. Juju. When Juju is played, he can move an item in your realm into your fortune pile, and since the mass spirits are considered both an item and an ally, this means them. The Evening Star. The Evening Star moves an ally into the fortune pile. This can mean mass spirits. Big Daddy LaBeouf. When Big Daddy LaBeouf is played, he can remove a card from your fortune pile and return it to the top of the villain deck, potentially losing you Rule New Orleans. Charlotte. When Charlotte is played, she works similarly to Almost There, but your opponent only gets to look at 2 cards instead of 3. And that's everything you need to know about Dr. Facilier. Check out our other videos for other villain breakdowns. In the meantime, be sure to thank your friends on the other side.